back afterwards, obviously. But I think they just want to make a name for themselves. They want to remind everyone, hey, I am one of the best in the UK. I am the best Luigi in Europe.
Yeah.
Come and dispute me.
I don't think anyone can be right now. Like, that kid is insane. As we're now going to drop down into losers side of things.
Beautiful.
This is where it's the unexpected stuff.
Yeah, this is where things get a little strange.
Like, top 8 winners, I think, was just the top 4 seeds. I think. I couldn't tell you the seeding off the top of my head, but nothing out of the ordinary at all there. But then we come down into losers top 8, and the upcoming match is B Little versus 7Nights.
I think the only reason it wasn't the top 4 seeds is because Scores DQ'd and then was replaced with Roiling. I want to say Roiling took his seat.
Oh, maybe. Oh, Streaks, you mean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My mistake. So,
but yeah, as B Little and 7Nights, both good players. 7Nights definitely has made a couple of runs. I remember, I think at a big lab, he got, I want to say 7th, around that region, like a good solid run. B Little has been slowly improving for, forever. Like, this guy's been around, as long as I can remember, like halfway into Smash 4.
It's the early days.
And he's gone onto the Wii Fit Trainer and Ultimate, and everyone's like, what is this character? Everyone kind of knows the Wii Fit Trainer's got some stuff, but who actually wants to commit to playing Wii Fit Trainer, right?
Looks like B Little does.
And B Little does, and I think in the past, COVID always messes with timelines, but the past year of offline, so like 6 months here and 6 months before, B Little really has been stepping up, and top 8 at a stacked regional. That's a big check mark on the CV, and I can't wait to see the Wii Fit Trainer shenanigans.
This is going to be very, very interesting. There is going to be, we've had Darkstalker on already, but there's going to be a lot of APM going on. And for those of you at home who do not recognize, or almost recognize, the player on the right here, this is the artist formerly known as Snow Globes. Currently known as 7Nights. Yeah,
7Nights has had about 4 different tags, which is something that I hate when people do, because it's
Talk to him, Chili! Call them, they can hear you! Scream at them!
I've been in the scene for 6 years and changed my tag once, and I think that's about like the most acceptable time. But I think, B Little is a North homie. He's Northeast, but it's been around for so long that the whole North has kind of adopted him as one of the scene.
And you can feel it here in the venue. There is a lot going on right now. Oh my goodness! What a conversion off of that gyro. Absolute reversal from B Little there. To be able to make it back. And you know what? It's been a little while since we've seen some Rob action here in the UK, obviously outside of locals and such. 7Nights, obviously the previous winner of Newcastlevania, I want to say. Wasn't on last week, but the week before.
Yeah, always just getting good results, but kind of, I think a little slept on. I think they don't go to as many big events, but the run-off side B gonna send a message. 7Nights looking good early in this set.
And that was very dominantly opened by B Little there, but that's going to be 7Nights respecting it and then being caught out.
I think we're going to get a lot of those moments. If you haven't seen much Wii Fit Trainer, she has a lot of strong moves, especially when she's got the deep breathing. That was also ridiculous.
That certainly was now. As trying to find way back on stage, these platforms are going to be able to do a lot for 7Nights in terms of avoiding this Wii Fit Trainer edge play.
Huge pull out. Really liking the way B Little is using these nairs, trying to catch 7Nights in the air, looking for a nair of their own. Ooh, a huge cool out. That's one mix-up that the Wii Fit Trainer will like to go for, the header above the ledge. And if you're Rob, you've got a big boy back air to cool it out.
Certainly do. And there's just so much to keep track of in this game. And see if B Little can make a comeback. Not entirely undoable now, but where do you find the time for deep breathing? How do you do it? Because if you spend too much time off stage, you're going to get side B'd and instantly killed.
Yeah, we've seen, the offstage shenanigans just aren't being allowed to happen from 7Nights. And this nair is proving a bit of an issue. I've seen a couple of parries come out from B Little, and I think we're going to need to see a lot more of them, because that is honestly the only route around nair.
They've got that right now as dash attack coming through. They've got the gyro. does disappear with that sun salutation, but it's still there.
And it was the stock take that gives the chance for B Little to get the deep breathing, looking for something massive right there, but doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, and it's not quite over yet. Doesn't get the berry, not quite at that percentage yet. Down tilt not going to come through, gets the up air, sends him up again. 2 up airs, the smash, wanted to end it all. Not going to go for the up special, instead the back air. Going to take this first game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a misinput or like the bravest sun salutation in the world, but you can't be praising the sun right now when Rob's back air is literally on your face. Like, you're going to get burned alive. And 7Nights looked comfortable for most of that, but B Little just had those moments where if he just cleaned up a little bit, got a little bit more damage, this could have been a very different game.
I think this game is going to be a very, very important learning experience for B Little here. Because you could see a lot of the times they died, it's off the stage when they're doing very sort of fundamental Wii Fit trainer stuff. It's like, oh, I'll run off, get some sun salutations, I'll get a volleyball going, I'll do a bit of deep breathing. Rob will not afford you that luxury. You need to come up with something else. You need to maybe go high, you need to go over. Because Rob will check, he may not be the fastest, but his hitboxes will cover half the arena. And so.
But this is also the thing that if Wii Fit Trainer goes low, it goes with the rings, it's just a very exploitative recovery, especially against something like Rob down air. I can imagine this is just a very scary matchup as soon as you're off stage as Wii Fit Trainer. Yeah. And see if 7Nights can continue to make that a problem for B Little, or if he can start to figure things out himself. Battlefield, the stage pick, you can get a lot of nice extensions here as Wii Fit Trainer with that Nair.
Yeah, and I think that's where B Little is finding a lot of their success. Rob, their aerial hitboxes might be enormous, but they're not the quickest in the world. And so, if Bill can get them in the air, they can call the jumps and send them flying.
Huge cool out, and I don't think 7Nights was considering that they might die there, but the sweet spot of the deep breathing forward air is going to close it out. Again, this offstage situation, B Little's really got to be careful right now.
Find a way back. Gyro not going to connect with the down tilt. Oh, really wanted a lot there. Can Bill get a lot? The mix-up with that volleyball was brilliant. And like you said, Chili, these platforms doing miracles for B Little.
Oh, and a huge combo. The Nair into back air, almost killing even on a big stage like Battlefield.
And that was without deep breathing as well. But the breath of that exhaust pipe is going to send B Little flying. Not quite equalized, but maybe they play their cards right.
Yeah, F tilt, a very active move, catching the neutral get up. Excellent stuff from B Little. Up a whole stock in game 2 when game 1 was looking a little tricky at times, but the combos just keep going.
And I don't want to say it, Chili. I begged myself I wouldn't say it, but I just have to. Rob is large. He is big, and everyone knows that. But I think 7Nights knows it a little too well because he has just been on the receiving end of so many setups, so many falling nairs, so many out of shield clutches.
Yeah, that back air, I did not realize it was that strong. That was 100% or so. And Rob, like you say, he's a fat boy. He's a big chunk of metal. He shouldn't be dying that easily, but B Little was squeezing in the back air and really looked dominant in that second game.
Yeah.
You can see it in the body language as well. After the first game, he was kind of almost telling the crowd to quiet down, I think. I'm not quite sure what was going on.
Yeah.
But now he's feeling himself. I think maybe there was like a little bit of self-doubt or something coming into this because now you're in top 8, now you're on the big stage.
And look at how B Little's game plans evolved from game 1 to 2. Absolutely snuffed out with their game plan, with that sort of like off-stage hover, the little slow play. Now that it's just all-out aggression, now that it's just, well, I can throw out 2 options in the air before Rob gets out 1. You've got double the chances of finding a string and finding a kill now as Deep Breath does come through. See if they can find any damage here, but it is going to be 7Nights with the opening gambit. See if they can find a guard. Can't get the jump in, but wanted the spike as well.
Every offstage situation is a butt clencher for B Little, but he is holding down the center stage now. Needs to get a combo going though.
Certainly does. Going to be able to eat a couple of projectiles. Those platforms, in fact, maybe even helping him a little bit in the avoidance of this robotical onslaught as the laser comes through. The gyro comes in as well. Good turnaround from 7Nights, but it's going to be reversed into the air. Great deep breathing. It's all about finding those chances. That wasn't going anywhere, 7Nights.
Yeah, big choke from 7Nights. That should have been the stock. Instead, B Little's getting something going with this deep breathing right now.
Salutation's getting charged. The laser going to send him off. He's got a platform to retreat to if he needs it. Good use of the second jump to just fly straight back on. They'll give him a chance. But they are retreating, and that could be curtains if 7Nights plays their cards right. The extension, the spike!
The reversal down there from B Little. 7Nights never saw it coming, and he goes for it
They
again!
want it so bad, but Rob is going to be able to cover at least 3 PS2's worth of height with that recovery.
But it's, yeah, it looked like 7Nights was in control of the game, and suddenly they're at 71% on their second stock. Still can't find the kill as Rob. That's a big deal. The forward air finally squeezing it out off the side of Town City, but it just gives B Little another chance to get deep breathing.
Goes for an up smash out shield of his own. That's not going to work either. That shield's looking awfully low. Luckily, 7Nights with a bit of a string!
What a string! The coverage with the down tilt was insane, and a huge read with the back air. These Town and City person.
Beautiful stuff by B Little, recognizing where 7Nights likes to drift in these scenarios. And now it's whoever can get the filthiest string, whoever can get the filthier combo right now, as it's B Little on the offensive, sends him up. The gyro not going to help you, gets picked up, but the laser going to catch him. Can B Little make this gyro work? Nope, it is going to clash, and now it's just come back into play. Looks like 7Nights is going to be abusing a little bit of that ranged maneuvering, but the deep breathing is going to come out. B Little could find a kill this early.
That forward air was so close to connecting. 7Nights going right up into the blast zone and almost sending B Little back up there.
They wanted it all with that up special now, as they're just trying to clutch a little bit longer. Get a jump read, get something. What was that?
That is what we call not staying calm under pressure. 7Nights bet everything on the fact that B Little would neutral get up. He didn't neutral get up, he rolled, and that's just the freest F smash of your life. And now look how good B Little is feeling. You can't give him this confidence.
Exactly.
And that's the border between these high-level players and the top players. We've got no one in the top level is going to go for that side B, just because you're betting the entire game on one move.
Yeah.
If you've guessed wrong, even if you're like so sure that that's what's going to happen, you just can't commit like that. Side B is very, very laggy.
Absolutely. We're going to see if 7Nights can make the miracle run back, because we've already seen B Little's got a game plan. They're basically playing the same game, right? It's convert off of these stray hits. Yeah, fair enough, 7Nights has to be a little bit more hard commit with these back airs, but the hitboxes are so large, it's basically the same.
Yeah, I mean, like, Rob can play pretty safe, and I've noticed that slowly 7Nights have been moving to a more projectile-focused neutral, slowly going further and further back. But at the end of that game 3, they just suddenly kind of threw it out the window, decided that I'm just going to jump at you, I'm going to nair, I'm going to back
for the miracles,
yeah, and it almost worked out, the change in pace, but yeah, you just got to stay calm when you need to. And B Little right now is actually looking really calm. Yeah. You were saying earlier that maybe he wasn't quite feeling it. It's all gone now.
Got that right. Feeling very, very confident in themselves, but now it is up to 7Nights to see if they can abuse that confidence, if they can silence the crowd here in the Manchester Union.
I didn't see what stage we picked, but I think Town and City was really huge for 7Nights on that last.
Ooh!
Wait.
So I did want to touch on this, but I didn't find a good point. 7Nights has as many characters as they have had tags. Yes. They have got the Corrin, they've got Greninja and Roy and Rob and Pithra. We're going to see if this Corrin can be the mix-up that they need to really break B Little's ankles.
Now we're really down to like the people still play these characters kind of vibe. Like, who thought we were going to see Wii Fit Trainer versus Corrin in top 8? But here we are. Oh, and you're not ready for the mix-up. Good SCI from B Little getting out. 7Nights had to release that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, they noticed where it was going, and good, fair play to breaking it so early, but does get the pin. They've read the SD the second time, as he is booted off the stage. No deep breathing for you.
Yeah, that back air working very similar to the Rob back air, to be honest. But what a call out on the landing. You've got to be really careful coming back down on top of Wii Fit Trainer, because that up smash is huge.
And it's pinpoint accuracy as well. That is not easy to hit. As looks like B Little going to be using a few of these disjointed hitboxes to keep Sorry, 7Nights keeping B Little on their toes right now as the spike comes down the send up. 1 to the second, but it's not going to work that time.
Neutral air dodge, good mix up now from 7Nights, but B Little has now got 7Nights scared of landing, and I wonder if he can adapt the game plan. 7Nights going for a lot of smash attacks, been landing most of them, but I wonder if that's going to come back to bite them again. This committal playstyle that has slowly been working in.
Be curious. Good job going low enough that it was a bit too awkward for 7Nights to chase and punish the breath. We'll see if they can make it back. See what B Little's got in play of a trap as the cape comes out, sends them down. Ooh, 7Nights wanted to go very deep for that one, but does get the falling there. Sun Salutations just going to make them reconsider for a second.
And yeah, they just reset and they'll be able to get a full Sun Salutation off, maybe a header set up as well.
Oh, really wanted it, but the tilt. Those janky hitboxes giveth and they taketh away.
And just pulls it out. Not even giving 7Nights an opportunity to do something after the pin move. And again, this back air instantly after pin. Just giving 7Nights a lot of trouble. I don't know if this Corrin was the right pick after you've been going Rob all day. The header could lead into something big. B Little,
there it goes, but it's not going to take him. Suddenly, B Little's got to make it back, and it's going to be 7Nights who has to find a kill, or else this could be the set. That's not what you want. Not going for a grab, going for a pin, going for a spin, but it looks like B Little's got too many tools in the chest for 7Nights as he finally takes the stock, and now it could go either way.
Yeah.
It is B Little in the driver's seat.
B Little was actually really struggling to rack up any damage while he didn't die for a while, but he's just not actually been landing the hits suddenly. Can he get it going now? Doesn't read the tech chase correctly. Looking for that up smash again, and 7Nights is finally respecting it, getting out the way.
The projectile's coming out, gets the roll behind, but the tilt's not going to connect. And this could be the game. B Little could land a stray back air, land something, land a miracle smash, but he doesn't even need it. Can play as slow as they like. The deep breathing is there, the dash is coming in, and there's
no jump. Oh, almost looking for the 2-frame, not finding it, but B Little is so close to moving on right now. If we get a big combo here from 7Nights, it could change everything.
All right, nice juggle, good stuff there as the air dodge into the ground, but the tilt going to come out just fast enough. 7Nights going to choose to retreat. Fair could have saved his life, but could also have saved B Little's as he gets in with the tilt behind. There's the smash that could have ended it, and he sends him back off the other side. What's the plan? How does he get back?
It's now the reverse of the previous game. B Little's the one looking for these smash attacks, and might be an overcommitment. 7Nights finds the back air. Huge clutch. They were down so much.
And we've got a set on our hands. You can see it there. B Little turning to the crowd, screaming, roaring, seeing if they can make the Game 5 comeback against 7Nights right now. And you know what? I can't wrap my head around it. What B Little did in that game. If someone pulled out Corrin against me after I'd been playing all fucking day and I forgot what a character Corrin was, the idea that B Little has this obscure knowledge of, yeah, I can back air out of pin if I do it. The fact that he's not thrown by that, he just takes it in stride, he keeps going, is ludicrous.
Yeah, and he's feeling himself. I saw a little dance coming out on the stream right now. He's ready to go. Maybe ready for the after party already.
Well, the bevs are flowing, to be fair. So you can see him there.
Yeah, 7Nights took a moment to decide who they're going to stick with, but it is the Corrin. The Corrin really woke up in the last couple of minutes of that game. They were looking like a bit of a suspect pick at first, but just started playing a slightly more non-committal game. B Little overcommitting in a couple of scenarios that ended up costing him really dearly.
You got that right. I think 7Nights is finding a lot of solace in the aerial pressure, in stopping B Little from getting a bit of sun salutation, from getting deep breathing while falling. I think they want to keep up the juggles, they want to keep up the disjoints as well. We're going to see if B Little's going to be the one to adapt, or if it's going to be 7Nights with the run back on a completely different character. A little bit of a string comes out.
Yeah, that was all off B Little going for a deep breathing, and maybe it will still pay off because this is a lot of damage. But these combos are looking nice from 7Nights. I mean, Corrin, she's still got some stuff, not just because no one plays her. Almost dying.
Very, very close there. Ooh, not the safest recovery, but doesn't matter as the back air comes through. Can 7Nights find something? Oh, it's Luigi style deep, but 7Nights throws it away.
Yeah, I think 7Nights just had this idea in their head that, oh dear, oh.
25 to 40, that is a dangerous interaction right there. And 7Nights still hasn't found the kill. They're gonna go deep again, but that didn't work the first time, buddy.
I think the trade actually saved him. I think
Definitely
he was
did.
dead. But this is looking all be little right now. 7Nights just can't find the kill, and they're going too hard to find it.
Yeah, and Be Little, fair enough. Maybe 7Nights thinks that
How
they can get
do you
the area.
text that? That was insane.
Insane. There's the up throw. Gonna finally take it, but 7Nights needs to use this rage to maximum efficiency if they want to have a chance at taking this set.
They're actually playing it slowly, maybe looking to wait out the deep breathing a little bit.
Yeah, running around each other. A little failed B reverse, but that's fine. As another one of these juggles comes out, we've seen it quite a lot. It's a very nice, consistent way of 7Nights making a way in as the spike comes through.
Be Little is on the cusp of top 6 at MCQ right now and has got the momentum going, looking for the header cancel setup, not going to find it, but 7Nights needs to make a big comeback right now, and that's how you find it.
That could be it right now.
That was confirmed so early, and right now we're down to last stop, game 5. Who is moving on right now?
This could be an absolute screamer of a game as 7Nights gets a little bit of a string, not going to get much. Be Little goes for the dash, goes for the header, doesn't cancel it instead. A little bit of a trade as well, charging up those options, but can't cross up 7Nights.
But how does Be Little make this recovery? A roll onto stage again. That was actually the bane of 7Nights' existence.
There's no time for deep breathing, but luckily, 7Nights clutches it out.
The Corrin pick pays off. Those pins were huge. A huge round of applause comes out for Be Little. What a run he has had, and almost made it even further. The crowd hero is going to bow out at 7th place. What a run, what a set from both players.
Insane work by these two. In the face of, I don't want to say insurmountable, because that's very disrespectful to the work these two have put in, but such massive